Hi everyone, it's Allie. Welcome back. Today I am going to be using a Scrapping for Less July 2019 Summer Camp Kit for 2 cards. The first one uses the stamp set Happy Trails by Pink and Main, and I'm going to be using that with the Scrapping for Less cardstock that came with the kit. I'm also going to be using my Lawn Fawn Stitch Circle dies, and I'm going to show you a peek at the cardstock there. And then on my second card, I'm going to be using the LDRS More Friends, and I'm going to pair that with one of my Whimsy stamp dies, and then some more of their Scrapping for Less cardstock. One of my favorite parts of this kit was their cardstock. I think it just was so cute. I have many more ideas in store for it, but today I'm only going to show these 2 cards. So here I'm going to use my Gina K amalgam ink, and I'm going to get all the little stamps stamped out so we can color those. Today I'm going to be using my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. These markers are pretty new to me. They were really neat, the concept, because you don't really have to think about what colors you're going to blend. They already did the work for you. And I'm going to be using my Spectrum Noir Ultra cardstock. So here you'll see I kind of wiped that stamp off. It's not an outline stamp. That one I didn't realize at first is a solid stamp. So I just grabbed a couple of my Altenew inks to stamp that out, and I mixed those together so it would give you a little difference in color there for the depth. And those ink pads are so hard to open. I don't know if it's just me or if it's them. I don't think they will dry out, but they do make those very, very hard to open. So today we are having this hop for a celebration for Christine at Pattercrafts. She has reached a 500 subscriber milestone on her channel. We are so happy for her. Well, we are grateful for you for being here to celebrate with us. And there is also going to be a giveaway. I'm going to have everything linked in the description below. But Teresa, who is the owner for Scrapping for Less, is going to be giving away a $50 gift card. So please don't forget to like and leave a comment. Also, I'm going to put Christine's information in the description, and then the next person on the hop that will be there as well. So I didn't leave in all the coloring today. I'm going to have to kind of play with my camera to get a better angle. Some of these, my hand is in the way for you to see my coloring, but it's kind of hard, you don't think about that until you start videoing where your hand should be so people can watch you. So I'm just going to leave in a little bit of that. If you want to pass that up, feel free. Down in the right hand corner there, I did put the colors that I'm using in case you want to jot those down. I really did like these markers. A long time ago, I had started out with the original Spectrum Noir alcohol markers, and I didn't enjoy those as much. It was something with the tip of the marker. It was very squeaky when you try to color with it, which I hated that. And I just felt like I couldn't get that great of blends. Now these blend very easily together. The only thing that I seemed to have a problem with was when I added in the mid-tone, it like kind of got rid of the depth from the dark to the light. And I don't know if I have too heavy of a hand or what it is, but I'm just going to have to play around with them to figure out the best way to color with them. But I do like the markers. They colored very nice. I love the tips of the markers. It didn't make any squeaky sounds. Um, I don't know if you're like me, but little things like that can drive me crazy with a marker, and then I just will not use them. So as I continue on coloring here, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about why I chose this stamp set. So I found Christine's channel through Scrapping for Less. She's one of their design team members, and Scrapping for Less started their card kit in 2018. I actually found their card kit through one of the other channels I would watch, and I was intrigued because it was the only card kit that had a couple different levels that you can choose from, and a card kit that came as separate little packs. So usually when you get a card kit, you get one theme and everything in that card kit is centered around that one theme. With Scrapping for Less, they divide it into 3 or 4 themes, and they give you like different little packs, and I thought that was really neat. So I had to try it out. And I will, right now, I'm currently not subscribed. I go back and forth with subscriptions. So I have a lot of them I have not used yet. So I have to use those before I would buy another kit. So Christine is a designer for Scrapping for Less. And I found her when I started using the kits, I would Google to see um, or go to their website, I should say, to see who were the designers so I could find their blogs or YouTube channels so I could get some inspiration for the kit. Um, I believe they started in 2018, and I actually found their kit through someone else's channel that I used to watch, and was intrigued because they offered like 4 different little kits inside the big kit. So usually like Simon Says Stamp or some of the other big name kits, they use one theme, so everything in the kit goes around that theme. Where Scrapping for Less, yes, they do use one theme, but they put in like 4 different packages. So you may have 4 different stamp sets, 4 different types of paper, and I thought that was very unique. So it was fun to order their kits. So Christine has a love of camping. I remember watching her YouTube video actually when she used this summer kit and her talking about going camping with her family. So Christine, I hope you get to do that this year. And I found that I still had this in my stash and I never used it, so I thought it would be the perfect time to pull it out. And these were my 2 favorite um, little packs in the set. And I love the constellation paper. I thought that was so pretty. So I will have to use up all my paper and stamps. But for this one, I just wanted to do 2 cards. Sometimes it's so hard for me to have my videos not be like an hour long. So there's a lot that you have to cut out in these. So 2 cards was my limit, as you have a lot of hoppers to watch. And I'm going to remind you one more time to please like, subscribe, comment. Everything's down in the subscription. Don't forget you have that $50 gift card you could win. They do have other stuff at Scrapping for Less besides the kits. She has all different stamp sets and everything for great deals, so I would check it out. Also, if you have not seen Christine's channel, please look her up. She'll be in the description below, and take a look at hers. So she is one of the ones that I really like to watch because she does like to color, and she uses alcohol markers a lot. So I like to watch other people color to see their techniques. I think we very much learn from each other, and it's so nice that we get to watch all different YouTubers and learn from them, and hopefully they learn from us. So I'm going to continue coloring here. I'm just going to play a little bit of music for you, and then when I am done, I'm going to fussy cut these. There are no dies, and then I will come back and we will finish the cards up. Okay, we're back. So I finished up all of that, cut out my images. I'm going to put these cards together. I just used some of my Avery Elle glue to glue those down. And I don't know if you can notice there, but if you see my little colored image, where I stamped the sentiment, you could see there's like a little piece of white paper on the top there. That's because the first time I stamped that, I stamped it upside down. Sometimes trying to see those clear stamps, I have done that before where I've put it in there upside down. So I just put a little paper to cover that, and I think you're good to go. I think the only one who would notice that would be maybe us, but I think if you're giving this card to someone, if they don't craft, they're probably not going to even notice it on there. I think in the final picture of the card, you can't even really see it. So I cut out a bunch of these circles with the paper, just different sizes. I popped that first one up using my 3M foam tape that I love so much. I really like tape that you can just tear instead of having to cut it. Um, I think I'm one of those lazy crafters because I don't like to, it takes too much time to try to cut it, so I tend to use that. I am intrigued though about the Brutus Monroe or the scrapbook.com. I don't know if you can just rip their tape. So if anyone knows or use those, please let me know. And then these little tags also came in the kit. You can go ahead and color on that craft card stock there. I would use my color pencils on that because I wanted to use my alcohol markers. That's why I cut out a white piece. And I just went ahead and glued that to it. So for the back of that, I did use my Elizabeth Craft tape just so I would know it would stick down. I was a little afraid with the glue if that would come up since it's not just a piece of paper going on there. So this finished this card, and I think it came out really sweet. And then we're going to start on the second card. And I'm going, oh, nope, we're not. I forgot I had to bring in my sparkle marker. Everything lately I've been adding sparkle to. So I went ahead and did the moon and stars, and then I'm going to do all the little stars that is on the paper. The paper is not, it's got a sheen to it already, so I think it's really hard to tell on video the extra I put on there, but I don't know if maybe you can tell a little bit better from the photo. I'm also going to have these photos on Instagram. I don't know if you follow me there, but it's under the same Allie K Creations. You can go there, and I think the photos will show it a little bit better. So I'm just going through here and getting all of those little stars. And there we have it. And then I will go to the second card. And that one too, I already cut out the paper, so we're just going to glue that all together. Those papers were so cute, and I think they go so well together. So here you're going to see me kind of piece this together. That die is a little bit shorter than our typical cards. And here I'm just using my Anina 110-pound cardstock. That's generally what I will use for my card bases. And I'm going to add in this little, I don't know what you want to call it, like whitewash or whiteboard paper on the edges. And I didn't have it perfect, so I kind of had to make do on the ends of that, but I don't think, again, I don't think you could really notice. I really wanted to use that on there. I think it added to the card. So I just went ahead and cut what I thought looked close to the pattern, and I just glued that right down on there. And then I'm going to take that die and glue that in. And I think it just added a lot to the card. And so you can make a ton of these cards since you had to die cut all the papers with that same die to get all the little windows there. And there's so many ways to put that together. And then I just glued down my little critters like a scene in each window. I'm going to also add my 3M foam tape to this and glue that down. And then I'm going to add the sparkle marker, and I'm just going to finish up this card. So again, please leave your comment so you can be considered for the drawing. Teresa will let us know who wins that, and I believe I'm looking through my papers here to see if I wrote down, so I did write it somewhere. Let's see. Yes, so by May 23rd, we are going to send her the random name, and she's going to pick a winner, and she will announce that on her channel. So she's the Scrapping for Less owner. That will also be down in the description box below. So I wish all of you luck in winning that. And thank you for joining me today. I'm sorry this video may be very difficult to listen to because I'm just tired out. But sometimes, time management with 3 kids just doesn't happen. So I'm going to finish up here. I'm adding some of the sparkle to that. And again, Christine, congratulations. When I finish this up, there's going to be some still photos at the end. When I looked at this card, I decided it needed even more bling, so I pulled out one of the sequin mixes that Scrapping for Less includes. I believe this is their own mix now. They used to use a company to do that, but please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is their mix that came with this. So I pulled those out, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue those up in the sky. And I really liked how that finished off the card. I used my Gina K crystalline drops for that. They are similar to the Glossy Accents, is actually what I used to use. So thank you for joining me today. Congrats, Christine, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.